Hello and welcome to the No Glitz, No Glamour daily video from Bankster Dfs. My name is Doug Shane and I am representing Bankster Dfs. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. No specific content we're going to cover today, at least for this video. We may do another video later on, but we talk a lot about all the cool things that you get as a Bankster Dfs member in our promos every single day when we do these videos and when we're doing our live streams. And I thought it'd be nice today to take a little tour of the website, banksterdfs.com, and really show everything that you get as a member of our community. So the first thing that you'll notice here is that we have our website, banksterdfs.com. On the left-hand side of the page is where all of the content is going to be. You've got your subscription button over here. Now I've signed in as a member, but the subscription button is open to anybody. You click on here and you've got your three options to sign in: weekly, monthly, or yearly. $3.99 a week is the most you're going to pay. If you go sign up for the monthly or yearly options, your cost will come down to under $3.70 a week for all the content that we produce. And what do we produce? Well, we've got our Slack chat page, and we're going to talk about that later on. I'm going to take you on a little tour of Slack chat. We've got our mission statement here. What is Bankster Dfs? So you can learn a little bit more about what our vision is for what we're trying to do at this company. And really what we're just trying to do is make you better players. We're trying to build a community of better fantasy players. We don't want to give you lineups. We want to teach you how to play fantasy. We do that often through our Bankster University and all the other content that we give. As you can see down here, that I have important updates on my computer, unimportant for you. This is the team. You can check out who our team is. We're 14 strong here. There's me. Hi. And then Sean Goodwin, who is our executive consultant, and then the rest of Team Bankster. Some have pictures, some don't have pictures. Some of these names might be familiar to you, and some of them might not be. Get to know everybody as part of a member of Team Bankster. We have our No Glitz, No Glamour daily videos, which you can find here, which I update. I sort of move the video up towards the top of the most recent videos that we have. So down at the bottom here, you'll see that we have some older videos. For week 3, I'll produce the week 4 videos as we go, and those will slide up towards the top of the page. I do have our week 4 early cash game build on here. Of course, depending upon when you're watching this, you might watch this in week 10, and then this is all irrelevant. You can find all of that content by clicking on this YouTube icon or going to our YouTube page where we've got, this is the YouTube page, where we've got all of our videos on here, and of course you can add and become one of our subscribers. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification icon so you know when we're producing content. We do try to do at least one video a day. We do have Bankster University, which is the training wing. I try to produce those videos every couple of weeks, and every Sunday during football season, Michael Gudadero and myself go live 10:30 a.m. for an hour and a half on the East Coast, on Twitter and YouTube, talking about the NFL slate for that day. You get all of the NFL content that we produce, which is right over here. We have 4 weekly articles and the 2 training videos, and more training videos we might throw into here. So you can get that both on the YouTube page and on the NFL page. And here's our weekly content for NFL. You get the Gouda Zone. Michael Gudadero writes for a number of sports for us, but likes to do a lot of additional content. He just randomly does articles and says, hey, Doug, can I post them on the site? And of course we can. And so when Gouda does some extra work, we throw that onto the site and throw it into the Gouda Zone. There's no real schedule for that. It's whenever Gouda feels like writing, Gouda throws something up. And so you always want to check out the Gouda Zone page. Also, you'll find work from Gouda and myself on MLB heat maps, which as of the recording of this video, MLB season's wrapping up. We've kind of moved to more of a Slack only for that. And we'll show you where you can get the content for that, since Gouda and I both are so heavily focused on football. John works on the Major League Baseball, and not as many people are playing. John produces the content for that, and there's a lot of content actually on the Slack chat page, but it's not an official article form, though he does produce a pool and preferred plays and whatnot. And during the MLB season, though, up until about the last week of the season, daily heat maps, daily Slack chat, we'll start producing videos next season, so a lot of content for MLB. PGA, there's 2 weekly articles. The first is the PGA Hole-in-One from Brian Crozier, and then the PGA Salary Savers from Chris Ardrey. We'll also see when I click over to the Slack page, Chris is often in Slack chat, and he does a lot of showdown pools in Slack chat for the various weekly contests. NCAA football, we generally produce 4 pools per week, and they'll show up in here. Brandon and Troy do a great job. They'll usually do one for the Thursday night slate, the Friday night slate, the Saturday main slate, and the Saturday evening slate. I also know if there's some action on Tuesday, Wednesday, or any other conference that's running midweek games, they'll throw their plays into Slack chat for that as well. So there's a lot of content for college football. College football actually produces a ton of content. And I don't know if these guys get the credit they deserve for how much work they put into it. They do a great job with the college football content, and college football's been crushing it so far in the 2021 season. Really liking the product we're seeing there. Soccer is one of our main sports, as it is host to the 2019 FSWA Soccer Writer of the Year, Jeff Kaminsky. And each week he produces an article for the main Saturday slate, which he will post here. We just didn't update the date on here, but he posts that into the Slack, or into the main website, and he'll post it on Slack chat. We post all of our articles on Slack chat as well. And then every Saturday morning, every Saturday morning, 1 hour before lock of the main slate, which is usually 9 o'clock Eastern, he goes and spends an hour in Slack chat breaking down the starting 11 for all the teams on the slate, refining any plays that need to be refined. Actually, today he dropped a random midweek pool for Champions League play, which was unexpected. He does that from time to time. Brandon Matthews will also drop content for Champions League, Bundesliga occasionally as well in our soccer page. We do have a partnership with Prize Picks, and we do have, it's a 100% deposit, first-time deposit bonus up to $100. We do post daily plays for that, mostly in our Slack chat. We do have a spreadsheet that we update as well with our plays, and you can come right here to sign up for that as well. Again, 100% deposit bonus up to $100 with the promo code Bankster for first-time depositors. As of the recording of this video, we are about 3 or so weeks away from the start of the NBA season. We do have daily NBA player pools coming from Steven and Brandon and Justin, who's our lead NBA writer. They'll do daily pools. Their core four is generally their main plays, and they'll back that up with the rest of their pool. That will also get posted in Slack, and they're always in Slack right before lock talking about any late scratches or pivots we need to make. NHL season officially doesn't start as of the recording of this video for 2.5 weeks, but thus far, we've had 3 days of NHL preseason, and Sean Goodwin has produced an article every single day for the preseason so far. Doing a great job. He's in the Slack chat all the time, talking puck. Troy Rapson does NHL as well, and I do NHL as well. I was the 2017 NHL FSWA Writer of the Year. So our NHL content is outstanding. Between the three of us, we do produce a ton of content, and you'll start to see those articles posting once the regular season starts. Preseason tends to be Slack only because it's less official article form, but we do talk about the plays in Slack as well. NASCAR, actually, hey, if you're interested in becoming a NASCAR writer, NASCAR season's rolling to an end, and I'm looking to add to our NASCAR team. I'm actually looking to add to our NBA team as well. Please send me a message on Twitter at Bankster17 if you're interested in being a part of our NASCAR team. We do have NASCAR content, but I would like to add to the content that we have. That gets updated here in our Slack as well. Tate Wagner produces a weekly article called The Punch List for MMA. He has been just crushing it this year. He crushed it through the pandemic. Tate was like a godsend when MMA was one of the only sports running. He was producing insane amounts of content. We also have Christine Schillingford, who comes in with content in Slack occasionally as well for MMA. Our MMA content is outstanding. That's all included. NCAA basketball is not here yet, but when it does show up, Troy and Brandon will continue with their college run, and we'll produce the player pools and articles as throughout the week for the college basketball. And of course, they'll always be present in Slack chat. We do have a partnership with Chicagoland Sports. My brother runs Chicagoland Sports. His name's Heath. He's written a couple of articles if you're interested in sports card collecting about grading cards and getting into group breaks. We also have a deal with Chicagoland. You get $10 off your first purchase of $30 or more. That's facebook.com/groups/CLBreaks. And tell Heath Doug said hi and sent you. And we do have on our Slack chat page, we do have a sports collecting page as well, where we talk about sports cards collecting, and occasionally we'll run some members only contests, free rolls for the members of Bankster DFS. All of this is included for the $3.99 a week, as is our Slack chat. I have no idea what's going to be on this page, so no idea what's going to show up on there. That was a private message I was sending. What you will see on here is our articles and player pools. We have an entire section dedicated to that. Everything that we put on the website, we throw into our articles and player pool page. And actually, we throw some things on here that don't make it to the website because it's last minute. And we post it all right here on our Slack page. You can click the links to all of our content here. So you get all of that. We do have a section during best ball season. There's technically basketball and hockey best ball. Best ball season, Gouda spends a lot of time going over best ball teams. We also talk Dynasty a lot in our best ball page. Sports betting, we don't have a sports betting guru, but SJP over here runs his own sports betting advice site, and he posts his plays for free for us on Bankster DFS. Check out SJP over on Twitter, and give his site a follow, but he makes his plays for us. Like I said, we do have the sports card and memorabilia that we do cover as well. People post the cards they have. They talk about grading. I will post the breaks that are running over at Chicagoland for you guys to kind of get a first look of what's going to happen over there. We do have our college basketball and college, which has not had articles in a while, but our college football, we post notes and tweets, and people can post their lineups and videos, and of course all the plays. Troy and Brandon hold that down, and a lot of members of Team Bankster come in and do that, have that conversation. MLB page, you'll see John K holds down the MLB page pretty much all day, every day. I wake up and he's posting messages. He posts his pools, he posts his picks. People can post their lineups and discuss. He'll talk about pivots. He's big into leverage plays, so he'll post that on there. You do have the MMA page where I said Tay goes in and does his picks and plays. Chris Archery will often post his bets in there as well, which is kind of cool. We do have a page here just to talk about movies, just because we're not just about sports. We're mostly about sports, but we understand you have other interests and you want to talk about movies and shows. We do have a page for that. We do have our NASCAR page, as we said, where we can put the plays in there. NBA should not have a lot in there, but we do have quite a lot of NBA talk. NFL, obviously, right now is where the bread and butter is. We're talking plays all the time. People post lineups. Gouda and I are in there all the time. Sean's in there. The rest of Team Bankster is in here having a conversation pretty much all the time with our plays. Sean has been posting pretty heavily here in NHL page. And Troy's in there as well, and they're talking about the plays from last night. I know we had a few members actually post some starting lineups because there's a lot of players not playing in the preseason last night. I'm trying to scroll up to that. It's way higher up in here. There's a lot of talk going on our NHL page. But they posted lineups, and we kind of discussed where we want to go with our plays. We're finally getting there. Might as well. So they post the lineups and their pools. Niche sports is really interesting. Brandon will go in here often and talk about EuroLeague and WNBA. Occasionally, there's no schedule for that. It's bonus content, but oftentimes Brandon will post in the niche sports. That all comes with part of your membership. The PGA page, Chris Ardrey's in there all the time talking about his plays, salary savers, and the other content you can get from him for the showdowns. We do post our prize pick plays right here on our prize picks channel. We like to talk about reality TV on occasion. There is a room for that if you wish to talk about, MTV's Challenge, Big Brother, Survivor, anything like that. Here's the Jeff Kaminsky posted the Midweek Champions League, which was a surprise to me, which is great. But also, as you can see on Saturday mornings, he posts the starting 11 formations and breaks down how those are going to look and how that's going to change anything he wrote in the article from the night before. Brandon also does a lot of tennis, and so he'll post his tennis plays as well in our tennis room. We do have a room if you wish to complain about what's going on. It's called the Tilt Room. I won't click on that because sometimes there's some adult language, so I'm not sure what's on there. We do a lot of WWE talk, also some adult language in there, AEW wrestling talk. If you want to talk about that. If there's ever bets, I know the Royal Rumble's big for making bets on the wrestling events. We will post picks for that in there as well. And then Bankster University, which is our training wing, where we'll post training videos on contest selection and how to build lineups, and people can post questions and we can go in there and have that conversation. You could also look at these, join other channels like MLB Lineups, where they'll post lineups from MLB teams before lock, MLB Live. There's an NFL Live where there's scores that happen, stolen bases, home runs, touchdowns for NFL. There's a birdie channel. If you like barbecuing, there's a Traeger channel, which hasn't been posted in for a while, but if you like to post pictures of your Traeger, feel free. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of content, and all of that content is for $3.99 per week, banksterdfs.com. You literally get all of that for less than $4 a week. If you want to lower that effective cost, you get the monthly or the yearly subscription prices. You can see the weekly prices on those as well. And please understand, if you do sign up with Bankster DFS, your price will never increase as long as you do not cancel your membership. As long as you stay active, your price will never go up, no matter how much our prices go up for new members. And again, it includes everything we just showed, everything on the website, the Slack chat, the videos, the private conversations, everything that we do is all included for $3.99 a week. If you have any questions, hit me up at Bankster17. If you have any comments about our service or any other questions and you don't want to come to me on Twitter, please post a comment. Please like, share, subscribe. Click that notification icon so you can see when we are posting more videos, and we do try to post them daily, and we do have that live stream on Sunday. And if you would like to sign up, please come hang out over at banksterdfs.com/subscribe and sign up today for $3.